Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mountain Lake Journal. I'm Tom Halleck. Waves of immigrants have been arriving here in northern New York over the past several months, fleeing the U.S. for Canada. For many, the final leg of their journey has led them down this remote road in the town of Champlain to a now closed border crossing where they have illegally crossed into Quebec, hoping to start new lives in Canada. With the number now reaching into the thousands, dozens of concerned community members who live in the North Country are coming to their aid.
So welcome. This is our immigration support training.
Dozens came to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship in Plattsburgh to learn more about the plight of immigrants arriving in the North Country and the many challenges they're facing as they seek refuge in Canada. Several who are with the nonprofit group Plattsburgh Cares have already been assisting immigrants for months.
The work that Plattsburgh Cares has been doing, I've been following it. It's amazing work. You're saving lives. I'm really honored to be here.
Canadian immigration consultant Max Scott came from Toronto to explain the differences in the laws and legal proceedings between the U.S. and Canada. Most immigrants who try to enter at official border crossings are sent back to the U.S. and in some cases detained. For family members left in limbo, Plattsburgh Cares has been helping them find temporary shelter, health care, and legal aid. But those immigrants who have been entering illegally at makeshift crossings like this one on Roxham Road are taken into custody and in most cases allowed to remain in Canada until they have a hearing. Max Scott says what happens before that hearing is critical, and volunteers like these play an important role.
But you may be the only person that can sit down with them and help them to work out their narrative. And the best of all possible things would be to get a Montreal immigration lawyer who could talk to them before they come, but that's not likely. So you got to sit down, you got to think about what the refugee definition is and help them to make sure they have all those points worked out before they get to Canada.
Scott says unless the immigrants can show they can't return to the U.S. or their homeland out of fear for their safety or persecution, it's likely they won't be allowed to stay and live in Canada.
What happens to families?
Which is what concerns many here, the uncertainty the immigrants and their families are facing.
Absolutely, there's a real need. There are people out there that are running for their lives, and I don't want to turn my back on them.